NFL. And we have Stephon Gilmore, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Giants and the Cowboys, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time. And it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Pollard again. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Here comes third and the length of the football. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
Now Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape,
the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Throwing Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And Daniel Jones has always been an integral part of his team's run game. 5 touchdowns on the ground in the first 3 years. Had 7 last season. So even if it's not a called quarterback run, he understands where the goal line is and often will carry it himself.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Barkley, inside handoff.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On fourth down, Jones steps away. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Barkley. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
That one deep for Hodgins.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. There he goes, left side.
Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley His 12th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Robinson. Here's Robinson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 162 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
An injury stoppage, and it looks like, yeah, it's the quarterback, Daniel Jones, receiving some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Rolling to it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyrod Taylor taking it in from a yard out.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
On gain of 12. First down, New York.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Here's Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd down, Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's a give to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now Saquon Barkley. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Taylor going to throw it. On the move to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's now 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.